Take it easy, just bring it home. And this message to Earl Bamber and Cadillac Racing with Chip Ganassi Racing.
I know you've been in stateside for a while, Cal. I think you're underestimating the Kings Lynn summer there, mate. It's quite a thing to behold.
What week is that?
I don't know, you're not invited. What a pleasure. Hertz team Jota out in front of the garage again.
I think Hertz team Jota's been one of the stories to come away. Mike Conway there, the day didn't turn out. This 24-hour period didn't turn out the way that he would have liked it to. I think that Hertz Jota team, the customer Porsche team with the 963 is one of the stories, just to show that you've got a chance. It didn't work out for Sebastian Buemi or Brendan Hartley either. No. Brendan's not going to be another winner. Buemi's not going to be a 5-time winner, unfortunately. Not today, not with less than 8 minutes to go and almost a 2-minute deficit to the race-leading Ferrari AF Corsa.
If we do 3-minute 38 lap times, we reduce 1 lap from the race.
There you see the target time, so you don't beat the clock by 10 seconds or something.
And make yourself do another lap.
Make yourself do it. There's severe penalties in place if you have to crawl around that last lap. So, Seychelles, once you get beyond that, they start to really hit you with some severe penalties. So you don't want to run into that situation. And certainly everyone's aware of that.
You've got to start managing early so you don't have to go super slow. Looking there into the eyes of Brendan Hartley, I mean, the driver who got out of that number 8 Toyota with the watch out for the rear locking message over the radio, and it's heartbreaking, but at that moment you've got to support your teammate, and because you know it's someone you're going to probably almost certainly race with again, and you need him the next race, you need him for the rest of the season. You can't let them psychologically collapse.
Got to pick him back up. World Feed Director here is moving the coverage around to the 3 respective class leaders with 6 minutes 20 left to play here in Le Mans.
We saw Mike Conway there in the garage with their retirement. That really hurts them in the points with the World Endurance Championship. They came into this round just 5 points behind their teammates who run second, of course, right now. And with the double points here, 50 points for a win, point for pole that the number 50 Ferrari grabbed, of course. It's a big swing.
Yeah, will still be the number 8 Toyota. Or will be the number 8 Toyota. Hartley, Hirakawa and Buemi at the top of the standings predictively, with the 51 Ferrari in second. Bamber, Westbrook will be the pair of Cadillac drivers who sit in third. Obviously, not all drivers taking on all races, which mixes up the standings a bit, but that's the basics of how the predictive points will be moving through the year of the World Endurance Championship. Next up, after the Le Mans 24 Hours, will be Monza, then Fuji, then the final round in Bahrain as Ben Keating looks on.
He's been a key player in that Corvette campaign, and Corvette Racing headed for their 9th win here at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. I can't confirm that it's official or not, but I was just passed a note that this team is still waiting for clarification about that penalty, which is a little odd. I don't know if that's true or not. I cannot confirm that. But that was hanging over the Inter-Europol competition. Look at the fans.
Yeah, fans out in the grandstands. They've been reported for various things throughout the final laps of the race. Their method of signalling, their pit stops, etc. But the nightmare messages has been reported to the stewards for, as opposed to is under investigation for.
That's true.
Under investigation just means the race director is considering it. I've seen them go away in the past, those. So as the number 5 makes a somewhat unillustrious return to the racetrack, I think, well, for the time being and until the end of the race, they are in the clear, but the race director does have a habit of catching you out in the final moment.
Saw the 5 car in the garage area there for about 20-25 minutes, and I assume they feel they've got it fixed, but it's not crawling around the racetrack. It doesn't have a ton of speed, it looks like, right now, so I'm not sure they've affected 100%.
Our teammate and icon of this event, Monsieur Le Mans, Tom Christensen. Tom's put on his fancy clothes and headed to the podium. It's going to be an amazing period for Tom as well, because he knows better than anybody who has done this race what it's like to stand on the podium. more times than anybody else on the top step. So he'll be there to celebrate with the winners on this special piece of history. Toyota, you just saw Kamui Kobayashi, who was both in team management and the driver position. Toyota was headed for its 6th win. The last time Ferrari won, it was Ferrari's 6th consecutive win. And that was all the way back 58 years ago for Ferrari. Antonio Giovinazzi and James Calado, all they can do is watch, tap their feet, take a few breaths and watch their teammate bring it home.
Alessandro Pierguidi has been the chosen man to battle, hasn't he, in that 51 car, done more of the race than anyone else in it. 8 hours of the race, 11 stints total so far completed by Pierguidi, and it's been super quick in it, although look at the balance of that lineup.
They've done that all race long. It's been beautiful. It has been beautiful. And think about this. Think about the juxtaposition of the last race in the World Endurance Championship in those wet, cool conditions at Spa and what happened to Ferrari. And they come back here. Yes, they had to deal with a couple of deluge situations, but warm weather, mixed conditions here at Le Mans. That's what the 24 Hours of Le Mans is all about. And now Ferrari is on the way home to victory.
Yeah, but I think also during that race, we saw that tremendous last few laps by James Calado catching the Porsche on the final lap and showcasing the speed that the Ferrari had. And that's what they showed up with here this week as well.
Copy that.
Took them a few tours, a few minutes to get that Ferrari dialed in. Had issues at the start of the year getting the tyres warm, a lot of problems with power delivery in cool, difficult conditions with that Ferrari. Benefiting here from getting those issues sorted. And without the issues, the errors that had been generated by it throughout the early stages of the World Endurance Championship, Toyota can only watch on from a minute and 30 back.
It hurts. It hurts as they watch on because they know what that feeling is like. And look at the Ferrari fans here in Le Mans. This is a magical moment when everybody pours to the pit wall fence to celebrate. And look, as these drivers, as much as they've accomplished in their respective careers, they can be told by the legends, Tom Christensen and Jackie Ickx, etc., what it's like to win Le Mans. But until you've done it, they don't truly understand, and they're about to experience the best feeling of their driving careers. The 3 respective class leaders at the moment, but it's all about this, the overall win. And Ferrari went toe-to-toe with Porsche, with Cadillac, and most notably with Toyota over the course of the last 24 hours. And its return to top-tier prototype competition will be one that we remember forever. The AF Corsa team are there, the 2-car effort that came. They sat on the pole position for the first time overall in 50 years here at Circuit de la Sarthe. And now it's time for victory, an historic victory. And Alessandro Pierguidi is guiding them home to experience the most magical feeling in endurance sports car racing. The centennial celebration of the 24 Hours of Le Mans, the 100th anniversary, is won by Ferrari. Alessandro Pierguidi, James Calado, and Antonio Giovinazzi are victorious at Le Mans for Ferrari.
Ale, we won Le Mans!
And the celebrations are only just starting in LMP2. It's an Europol competition. Fabio Schirra steers the team with Jakub Szymowski and Costa, and they will celebrate. Look, they already have started. And there's just one more car and one more team left to see that checkered flag here at Le Mans, and that's Corvette Racing. Nicky Katzberg is behind the wheel of the C8R. But boy, this celebration is going to be big. Ferrari winning Le Mans for the first time in 58 years. Toyota makes its way to the checkered flag, the hands of Ryo Hirakawa. Final corner for Toyota, and Hirakawa.
Oh my God, man, I have no words.
Thank everyone.
How about that? Being an Italian, winning for Ferrari at Le Mans for the first time in almost 6 decades. Doesn't get any better for Antonio Giovinazzi. And here is the third place overall car, and both Cadillacs are going to come home together. And for Jimmy Johnson, for Jenson Button and Mike Rockenfeller, what an experience it's been for Garage 56. But here is the final car, and all three caddies are going to come home together. What a nice gesture that is. There they are, the three Cadillac prototypes here at Le Mans, and they finish as they started, as a team representing General Motors. And it's all Bamber who will steer them home. And here's Nico Verone and Ben Keating joining him. And we're going to hear from all of the victors. Lots more to come.
For the past century, Le Mans has had one day nearly every year dedicated to a singular pursuit. 24 hours of racing, which these drivers spend pushing themselves beyond every limit, harnessing their machine's performance, perfecting their own.